Shabbat Shalom. It's Rabbi David Barron with my weekly Torah talk. As you can see from my black mourner's ribbon, I had a loss in my family. My dad, Joshua, 93 years, passed away. And I want to thank all of you who've sent me beautiful condolence wishes and acknowledgments. And I want you to know that those comforting words mean a great deal to me. And they should, when any of us experiences a loss, know that there are others who care and are thinking of them during this difficult time. So I'd like to share with you a little bit about the Torah reading. The Torah reading tells the story of a prophet who was called upon by an enemy king of Israel to curse the Jewish people. And instead his words were turned into words of blessing, the famous words that grace so many synagogues at the entrance and of course are part of our liturgy, Ma tovu ohalekha Yaakov. How beautiful are your tents, O Jacob, your sanctuaries, O Israel. And the commentators say because the prophet Bilam looked down and he saw the Israelites living in peace and harmony, his words were automatically transposed into blessing instead of curses. You know, that whole concept of cursing or blessing is a really interesting one. A lot of us, out of a state of jealousy or out of anger, desire to curse someone we hate or despise. And instead, we often fail to bless those who are around us, supporting us and giving us encouragement. How easy it is to go into the negative mindset instead of the positive mindset. You know, so many of us know the names of horrific criminals, people who committed barbarous acts, the Hitler and the Eichmann, but how many of us know the names of the victims or those who heroically stood up against somebody who was so barbaric and evil? Think about that for a minute, because it says if we can put ourselves in a blessing space, in a space to bless, how much more productive that'll be in our own personal lives and in our interaction with others. The idea that the Israelites would be a source of blessing is something that comes to us from the Torah, from the Bible, but it also is something that we have to live with. And as a Jewish people, we've been a blessing to humanity. You know that we're only 0.1% of the world's population, actually less than that, but yet we're over 30% of the Nobel laureates. The Jewish people's amazing advances in technology, in medicine, in biotechnology, have been a blessing to all of humanity, and we give without expectation of return. I think I may have shared with you the story of my meeting with Dr. Jonas Salk, who developed the polio vaccine. You know, today that vaccine on the open market, that patent would be worth about $7 to $8 billion. He gave it away. Why? He just wanted to see children cured of that horrific polio ailment, that disease. And so the idea of giving to humanity has been something that's characterized the Jewish people, enabling them to become a blessing. And we can be that way in our own personal lives. If we seek to bless instead of to curse, if we seek to uphold and strengthen instead of tearing down. The Hebrew word in the Bible, the Hebrew phrase for when someone dies, is they were gathered unto their people. The idea of gathering together. You know, when you gather together to support someone who's sitting Shiva, who's in mourning, that idea of bringing the synagogue to their home, of giving them support and encouragement during the time of their bereavement, that's such a powerful message. It's a message of blessing, and I know it's one that we can emulate in our personal lives, communally as well. So I hope we do so, and I hope you're a source of blessing to everyone you encounter, and that God's blessings are manifest for you and your loved ones throughout the year. Shalom.